Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Tracy Shilshi, and in the next 30 minutes I'll be getting you through the day's top developing stories. Let's start with the headlines. Suggestion to have women members on the panel of vice chairman will be considered, says Rajya Sabha Chairman Venkaiah Naidu. Agrees to convey to the government the united view of the House on realizing the Women's Reservation Bill. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day following disruptions over various issues by TDP, AIDMK, TRS and TMC members. Government's appeal to allow discussion on bank fraud goes unheard. On International Women's Day today, President to honor 30 women and 9 institutions with the Nari Shakti Puraskars. Prime Minister to launch the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao in 479 more districts. All women's team at the helm through the day at Rajya Sabha TV. TDP to pull out 2 its ministers from the Union Cabinet over the issue of special status for Andhra Pradesh. 2 BJP ministers submit their resignation at the Chief Minister's office in the state, saying that the centre went out of its way to help the state. Nephew Rio is sworn in as the new Chief Minister of the NDPP BJP government in Nagaland. 10 cabinet ministers are administered the oath by Governor P.B. Acharya. Amit Shah and Nirmala Sitharaman attend the ceremony in Kohima. On the occasion of International Women's Day, Rajya Sabha spoke in one voice today on the issue of empowering women. The chairman led the proceedings with a statement.
The International Women's Day, a day to celebrate and honor the untiring commitment and determination of ordinary women in India and throughout the world to achieve equality, justice and economic development. The famous words of Mahatma Gandhi ji, I quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world," unquote, are probably more relevant today than ever before. Many issues concerning women get highlighted today, but 2 things which I feel should receive renewed focus on gender equality and safety of women are 2 important things. We all have to act accordingly to raise awareness against discrimination of the girl child. Every household, neighborhood, school, institutions and community should start gender sensitization. The mindset to respect girls and women should be promoted at home and in schools, public areas, public transport and every place and at every stage. The change should begin at home first. Parents should ensure that there is no discrimination between a boy and girl. Boys should be made to treat girls with respect and affection, while girls should not be made to feel inferior to any way. There cannot be 2 opinions on the need to eliminate even the remotest possibility of discrimination against the girl child. Women have made outstanding contribution in various fields in the country, from building rockets to wielding a cricket bat, be it politics, poetry, sports or business. Women have excelled whenever they had an opportunity. The architect of the Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, has said, I quote, "I measure the progress of community by the degree of the progress which woman has achieved," unquote. With women constituting about 50% of our population, social, economic and political empowerment of women, including providing reservation in the parliament and state legislatures, has to be accorded top priority for the country to achieve rapid progress.
The Rajya Sabha chairman has said that he will take into consideration a suggestion by a female MP to appoint a female member to the panel of vice chairman. The suggestion was made by Congress's Viplav Thakur. 12 women members of the Rajya Sabha spoke in the House today on the occasion of International Women's Day.
पर मैं इसी सदन की बात करना चाहती हूँ, दूर नहीं जाना चाहती। अध्यक्ष जी, क्या कोई पैनल में महिला है? मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, कोई भी महिला जो है आपका जो पैनल बना हुआ है उसमें नहीं है। कहाँ पे बराबरी की आप बात करते हैं? जब हम यही, आपने कहा कि घर से शुरू करना चाहिए, तो मैं आपसे ये कहती हूँ कि यहीं से शुरू कीजिए।
आपका जो सुझाव था, वेदना था, उसको मैंने स्वीकार किया, तुरंत उसको कार्यान्वित करने के लिए प्रयास करेंगे।
And several women members of Parliament spoke on the occasion of International Women's Day, and they saw the quick passage of the Women's Reservation Bill.
इतने सालों से आरक्षण का बिल हम इस सदन में तो पारित कर चुके, बहुत कठिनाई से पारित किया, लेकिन पारित किया था, लेकिन लोकसभा में आज तक वो एजेंडा पर भी नहीं आता है। तो मैं समझती हूँ कि अगर एजेंडा पे आने में देर करते हैं तो कम से कम हम इस सदन में और दूसरे सदन में एक रेजोल्यूशन तो पारित करें कि हम सब प्रतिबद्ध हैं कि महिलाओं को आरक्षण मिलना चाहिए।
70 years later, sir, we are still struggling for that freedom. The numbers of crime against women has only increased, and I support my senior colleague Ambika Soni ji that if this House so pleases, we can pass an amendment which will bring in the 33%. There doesn't need to be a vote, sir. If there is a political will, it should be implemented, because inexorably Indian women have gone forward by leaps and bounds. India loses 1% of her GDP because of non-inclusion of women on level playing fields in workspaces.
Thank you.
On this special day, sir, I pay a deep respect to all the women of this world on this historic International Women's Day. Sir, there's a saying, Janani Janbhobi So Sarkat Opi Goryoshi, sir. That means mother is more than the heaven. At the same time, sir, on this day, I reiterated the demand of 33% of a women reservation and to end all the atrocity against the women, sir.
That this whole House, cutting across party lines, all of us should move a resolution and pass a resolution supporting the Women's Reservation Bill, that it should be passed very early in Lok Sabha. Our leader, Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji, has already pledged her support. She has written to the Prime Minister that our party will support it wholeheartedly. And so, second point, and I'll sit down, the second point is that the government should move for a commission, an equal opportunities commission for women, because women in all walks of life are lagging behind, and we need this commission, and I hope the government will look into it. Thank you very much, sir. My greetings on International Women's Day.
Thank you.
मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि पंचायती राज के तहत हम बहनों को त्रिस्तरीय पंचायती राज और नगरीय निकाय में तो आरक्षण मिल गया, लेकिन इनके कथनी और करनी में जमीन आसमान का अंतर दिख रहा है। तभी विधानसभा और लोकसभा में हमें आरक्षण नहीं मिला।
जिस तरह से लगातार महिलाओं को त्रिस्तरीय पंचायती राज में, मुझे कहने में कोई संकोच नहीं है कि 50% आरक्षण महिलाओं को मिली है, और जिसके चलते पंचायती राज में हमारी बहनें घर चौकी से बाहर आकर के आज समाज में काम कर रही।
वह कहता था वह सुनती थी, वो कहता था वो सुनती थी। जारी था एक खेल कहने सुनने का। खेल में थी दो पर्चियां, एक में लिखा था कहो, एक में लिखा था सुनो। अब यह नीति थी या महज संजोग, उसके हाथ में वही पर्ची आती थी जिस पर लिखा था सुनो। वह सुनती रही, उसने सुना आदेश, उसने सुने उपदेश। बंदिशें उसी के लिए थी, उसी के लिए थी वर्जनाएं। वह जानती थी कहना सुनना नहीं है केवल क्रियाएं। राजा ने कहा जहर पियो, वो मीरा हो गई। ऋषि ने कहा पत्थर बनो, वो अहिल्या हो गई। प्रभु ने कहा निकल जाओ, वो सीता हो गई। चिता से निकली राख, किन्हीं कानों ने सुनी नहीं, वो सती हो गई। 3 बार तलाक कहा तो परित्यक्ता हो गई। घूरती रही उसकी फरियाद, अटके रहे उसके शब्द, सिले रहे ओठ, रुंधा रहा गला। उनके हाथ कभी नहीं लगी वो पर्ची जिसमें लिखा था कहो, और वो कहने का मौका हम चाहते हैं सर।
For what we give up, we want to be celebrated for what we are, and we want to find our identity, our individuality, and we want to pursue our dreams. And that, I think that is what Women's Day is about. And sir, today women are leaving the formal workforce. It's only 27% of women in India who are still in the formal workforce. And violence, domestic violence against women is increasing.
क्योंकि हम इंसान हैं सबसे पहले, उसके बाद तो महिला है। इसलिए विमेंस डे बोल के अलग जो डे पालन किया जाता है और उसके जो इतनी बड़ी सम्मान दी जाती है, हमको खुशी होती है ज़रूर। उनके लिए खुशी होती है जो जिनको इतना अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिला है, इतने साल बाद भी देश में अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिला है। आज जो बहुत सारे हमारे माननीय एमपी कह रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सुन के कि सब लोग मिलके आके हम चाहें कि इस देश के सारे महिलाएं सशक्तिकरण, महिलाओं की सशक्तिकरण हो। लेकिन महिला एम्पावरमेंट ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि जिस राज्य में मुख्यमंत्री महिला है उसमें सबसे ज्यादा महिलाएं अपराध होता है।
I find it strange that we celebrate Women's Day. Men don't celebrate Men's Day because they have the opportunity and one-upmanship throughout the year. I'm not for this tokenism of one day allowing women to speak, giving them opportunity. If we look at India, look at the female feticide, which is on the rise. The safety of the women is not there. So I request all the men, stop throwing crumbs at us and this tokenism, and throughout the year, treat us with respect and offer us opportunities. Thank you.
And External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj also spoke on the occasion and said that there is a need for movement to ensure women's empowerment.
आज का दिन ये संकल्प लेने का दिन है कि केंद्र सरकार, सभी राज्य सरकारें, सभी सांसद, सभी विधायक और समाज का हर वर्ग जिस मानसिकता की बात मेरे भाई कर रहे थे, उस मानसिकता को तोड़ने में लगेंगे और महिलाओं के साथ जिस तरह का अन्याय हो रहा है और जिस तरह की पीड़ा हो रही है, उसको हम कतई सहन नहीं करेंगे.
And it's not just the women, the male MPs as well had a say on the day today. Listen in.
जो बड़े अरसे से मांग है रिजर्वेशन की, इस सदन में रिजर्वेशन का कानून पास हुआ है महिलाओं के लिए, विधानसभाओं और पार्लियामेंट के लिए. पहले तो बहुत पहले सबको मालूम है कि सरकार ने और कब हुआ, मैं उसे दोहराना नहीं चाहता था. रिजर्वेशन बाकी लोकल बॉडीज में हुई, जिला परिषद में हुई, लेकिन जहां कानून बनते हैं देश के लिए और वो कानून बनाने वाली बॉडीज हैं विधानसभा और लोकसभा, यहाँ रिजर्वेशन होनी चाहिए.
सर, my party, the All India Trinamool Congress, has already, without any women's reservation bill, we have 34% of our MPs are women. Right. We need to, we can wait for the bill. Yes, we all want the bill, but this is a very practical way which Mamta Di has shown the way.
Stand by our commitment to provide reservation to women.
Right, Rajya.
And the Parliament should see the reservation bill is passed as early as possible.
Please.
And Parliamentary Affairs Minister Vijay Goyal as well conveyed the thoughts of the House on the occasion.
तो ऐसा नहीं है महिलाओं में परिवर्तन नहीं आया है जी, पर जैसा आदरणीय सुषमा जी ने कहा, ये परिवर्तन पूरे देश में वहां तक भी पहुंचना है जहां पर कि महिलाएं को अभी पूरे अधिकार और सम्मान नहीं मिल रहा है.
Well, for more on what took place in Parliament earlier today and what to expect ahead in Rajya Sabha, we've got our correspondent Kriti Mishra joining us now from Parliament House. Kriti, it was interesting to, of course, hear all those comments coming in from all the MPs, not just the women, but the men as well, on the occasion of, International Women's Day. And, key observation really on what the chairman also had to say on the vice chairman's post.
Well, that's right, Tracy. A very happy International Women's Day to you and to all our viewers also. The Rajya Sabha spoke in one voice on the issue of women empowerment, and there were imperative points in the reference of the chairman. Of course, he talked about that the change has to begin at home and parents have to stop discriminating between boys and girls, and also his concern over the lower literacy rate among women, and also the very fact of crime against women. So several women MPs also spoke on the issue of women empowerment, on the need to expedite the passage of a women reservation bill, and also crime against women. There were very interesting suggestions as well, as you have pointed out, that Viplav Thakur made the suggestion that there should be women MPs on the panel of vice chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Of course, the chairman said that suggestion would be considered. There was another very interesting suggestion made by DMK MP Tiruchi Siva, where he urged the government to remove sanitary napkins from the ambit of the GST for the rural and as well as for the urban women. The chairman also admitted that it was a good suggestion. And to sum it all, as the chairman put it very aptly, he said that a bill will not suffice. There has to be a political will coupled with administrative skill, and then go for the kill of the evil. Tracy?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kriti, for joining us with those details and, giving us a brief idea of what really went on there in Parliament and in Rajya Sabha, in fact. Meanwhile, in Lok Sabha, Speaker Sumitra Mahajan also extended greetings for International Women's Day in the lower house. But soon after, House was adjourned till noon, and later on for the day after, members from the TDP, AIDMK, TRS and TMC trooped into the well, with many holding placards and raising slogans.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस के रूप में मनाया जाता है। इस वर्ष अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस की थीम है समय की मांग, ग्रामीण और शहरी कार्यकर्ता करें महिलाओं के जीवन में बदलाव। टाइम इज नाउ, रूरल एंड अर्बन एक्टिविस्ट ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग वुमेन्स लाइव्स। स्त्री सशक्तिकरण अर्थात स्त्री को समर्थ बनाना यह समय की आवश्यकता भी है तथा एक प्रकार से विश्व के सामने बड़ी चुनौती भी है।
Ravindra Singh Sharan is joining us now from Parliament to give us an update on what took place in Lok Sabha today. Ravindra, good afternoon. We of course heard what the Speaker Sumitra Mahajan said on the occasion of International Women's Day. But barring that, we did see, of course, as far as the proceedings were concerned, they had to be adjourned for the day.
Yeah, Tracy, good. Today also when the House started in the morning at 11 o'clock, first of all, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, she congratulated all the female members of the House and the whole House and extended her warm greetings to the country on the International Women's Day. And she also recited a couple of couplets which she herself had wrote to dedicated to the female and the achievements of the womankind, the tremendous contribution which the female in this country has done so far for the progress and development of the nation. After that, the House, once she finishes her message, then the members of the opposition parties and some of the NDA members also, which include the TDP and AIDMK members, they start coming to the well and start disrupting the proceedings of the House, following which the House was adjourned, Speaker forced to adjourn the House till 12 o'clock. As soon as at 12 o'clock when the House was started again, then the paper were laid on the table of the House, and the Finance Minister, MOS Finance, Arjun Ram Meghwal, he has proposed to table the fourth batch of the supplementary demand of grant, that is 85,000 for the current financial year. After that, despite of many requests, the members of the disrupting member did not go back to their seat, and at that time, when after 12:10 around, the Speaker was again forced to adjourn the House. In the meanwhile, the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Anant Kumar, has requested all the members that the government is ready for any kind of discussion, whatever the discussion is. And also, as on the section 193, the banking frauds and regulation, that was also listed today, as the Congress party has been raising the issue of Nirav Modi, that he has fled the country after taking loans from the PNB bank. And the government said that the government is ready for every kind of discussion. This is slated today, and N.K. Premchandran was scheduled to speak on this.
That's
but
right.
Despite of
absolutely, it's been in fact 3 days now where this has been pending. And in fact, if you look at it, then since Monday, not much work has been able to, of course, been achieved in Lok Sabha. We'll have to leave it there, Ravindra. Thank you so much for joining us with those details. And you mentioned, of course, how the TDP leaders were, of course, protesting in Lok Sabha. And the Telugu Desam party has decided to pull out, in fact, two of its ministers from the Union Cabinet over the issue of special status for Andhra Pradesh. Andhra CM Chandrababu Naidu has asked his two ministers, Civil Aviation Minister Ashok Gajapati Raju and Minister of State for Science and Technology Y.S. Chaudhary, to resign today. Naidu made the announcement at an emergency press conference held in Amravati last night, saying that the decision was painful but was taken keeping the state's interest in mind.
Here we don't మంత్రులు ఎవరైతే కేంద్రంలో ఉన్నారో ఇద్దరు మంత్రులు రాజీనామా చేస్తే బాగుంటుందనే ఉద్దేశంతో అందరితో చర్చించిన తర్వాత నిర్ణయం చేశాం. కేబినెట్లో అశోక్ గారు ఉంటే ఆయన బయట వచ్చిన కొంచెం ఆలస్యమైంది. వస్తాను ఆయనతో మాట్లాడాం, సుజనా చౌదరితో మాట్లాడాం, ఎంపీస్తో మాట్లాడాం.
TDP's announcement came hours after Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said that the centre was willing to provide the monetary equivalent of a special category state to Andhra Pradesh, but would not be able to grant a special status, which was restricted only to the northeastern and 3 hill states by the 14th Finance Commission.
That external agencies
World Bank, Asian Development Bank, JICA, they support programs in Andhra. That money is to be repaid back, should be repaid 90% by the center, and a sum equivalent to the monetary compensation or the monetary compensation equivalent of special category status will come by externally aided programs which are to be repaid 90-10. Center has agreed. We even today stand by them.
And in a tit-for-tat move, 2 BJP ministers in Andhra Pradesh government submitted their resignation in the Chief Minister's office. The ministers who have submitted their resignation are State Health Minister K. Srinivas and State Endowment Minister P.M. Rao in the N. Chandrababu Naidu's cabinet. The BJP MLAs were given ministerial berths as coalition partner. And the BJP has rejected Chandrababu Naidu's allegations, saying that the centre went out of its way, in fact, to help the state. GVL Narasimha Rao said that the government worked to ensure that Andhra Pradesh got full resources in infrastructure and industrial sector after the bifurcation of the state.
The decision of the TDP to withdraw its ministers from the central government is motivated by political considerations. The centre has implemented in just about 3 years most of the promises that have been made in the AP Reorganization Act, most of the provisions in the AP Reorganization Act. They were implemented in 3 years, while there is a time frame of 10 years available for their implementation.
The Congress, meanwhile, has said that the TDP's decision to pull out ministers from the centre was too little too late, as it has done nothing to protect the interests of Andhra Pradesh in the past 4 years. Senior Congress leader M.M. Pallam Raju said that the development was unfortunate, saying that the TDP abandoned the interests of the state and the withdrawal is political posturing in view of the prevailing public mood.
After sensing the public mood, he has, and probably because it's an election year, he is now posturing that, he wants the special category status implemented. It's an unfortunate development. Being a coalition partner with a lot of experience, he should have insisted on it for the last 4 years, which he didn't.
NDPP leader Nephew Rio was sworn in as Chief Minister of Nagaland by Governor P.B. Acharya today. BJP leader Y. Patton also took oath as the state's Deputy Chief Minister. BJP Chief Amit Shah, Union Minister for State for Home Kiran Rijiju and Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman attended the ceremony in state capital Kohima. 10 cabinet ministers also took oath today. Rio has assumed the charge of Nagaland Chief Minister for the 4th time. He had served his 3 previous terms between 2003 and 2014. The newly mandated alliance government has 32 elected members of the NDPP, BJP, JDU and 1 independent MLA.
And the law, without fear of favor, affection or ill will. I, Nephew Rio.
And let's go across now to Junjunu in Rajasthan, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is addressing an event. In fact, Prime Minister Modi will be, addressing the 3rd anniversary of the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao program and giving up a fillip to the government's initiative to save and educate the girl child. The Prime Minister will inaugurate the pan-India expansion of the program up from the existing 161 districts to 640 districts. The Prime Minister will interact with the beneficiary mothers and girl children of the program. He will distribute certificates to best performing districts under the program. In another landmark initiative, the Prime Minister will also be launching the National Nutrition Mission nationwide. The mission strives to reduce undernutrition and low birth weight, bringing down anemia among young children, women and adolescent girls, and to reduce the prevalence of stunting among children. Best performing 10 districts across the country for the significant progress in sex ratio at birth will also be felicitated by the Prime Minister. And President Ramnath Kovind will honour individuals and organizations working for women empowerment and present them with a Nari Shakti Puraskar on the occasion of International Women's Day today. Recipients who will be felicitated are from diverse fields including sports, arts, social work, science, agriculture, education, security, handicraft and defence. This year, 30 individual awardees and 9 institutional awardees have been selected. Justice Geeta Mittal, Mehwish Mushtaq, Thinla Skoral, Madhu Jain, Rekha Mishra, Revana Uma Devi Nagaraj and Pushpa Garima are among the awardees. Justice Geeta Mittal is in fact being awarded for the Vulnerable Witness Project for survivors of sexual violence. T. Coral for the Ladakhi Women's Travel Company. Mehwish Mushtaq will be awarded for developing the first ever Android application for Kashmir called Dial Kashmir. Madhu Jain will get it for the Indian textile innovation. Rekha Mishra for single-handedly rescuing 953 runaway, lost and trafficked children from the Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus railway station in Mumbai. Revana Uma Devi Nagaraj for emerging as the female world champion in billiards. Also, a Chhattisgarh government initiative of setting up a bakery unit for survivors of human trafficking will also receive an award from the President. That's all we have for you on the Midday News. Thank you for joining us.